conference video distribution is available in the back of this room. Please silence your cell phones. No flash photography. We're joined by Indiana head coach Archie Miller. Coach, begin with the opening statement about the game.
Credit to Nebraska. I thought they really started the game ready to play, and we knew they would. They've been a really tough guard for us all season long with the way that they space the floor and shoot the three. And early on, I didn't think we were ready. And then as the half sort of closed, we had a big run, which was a real key part of the game. Being able to go into halftime with a lead was important. And then we started the second half, I thought, really well as well to build a cushion. They made their runs during the half, got us a little bit stationary at times. But then I thought overall our guys responded and were able to finish the game in a big way. And I'm proud of our depth. I thought we had a lot of guys. We were committed to playing a lot of guys tonight, and we had a lot of guys play valuable minutes and get some things done. So this closes, the chapter of the first one, which is always the hardest. And now, the energy level and the adrenaline and feeling good about yourself playing in postseason, is upon you. You get an opportunity to play against a really good Penn State team tomorrow. I would say it'd probably be a heck of an environment in here, but I think it's going to be more of a close scrimmage, it seems like, which is unfortunate. But we'll be ready to go, like I said. And Penn State's had a heck of a season. They got a heck of a team, so we got a good challenge.
Front row.
I think Armon Franklin took around 3 charges tonight. I know before you've kind of talked about how he takes a lot of charges for the team. So I guess just how pleasing is it when he comes in the game, is able to make those kind of plays?
I'm proud of Armon. Here in the last 3 or 4 weeks, his role, really hasn't diminished in our eyes, but his minutes have gone down. And he stays with it. He's a great kid. He's an unbelievable teammate. And in some of our biggest wins, as you finish the regular season and you look back on your season and you figure out, who can help you at this time of year when it means the most, it's the guys that care the most. And Armon really cares. And lo and behold, tonight he got his number called, was able to play 25 good minutes. He was plus 32 in his minutes out there, so there was a direct result in how he played. But like you said, he drew 3 charges. He's done that all season long. He leads us in that department. He also made some shots for us, which was great, and had 8 defensive rebounds. So proud of Armon. He really stepped up. And like everybody who got in, I thought everybody contributed in a big way, and we needed it. And 23 assists and only 10 turnovers with the ability to rebound the ball much better in the second half, especially Trace. He had 14 defensive rebounds. I think he had 8 in the second half. So, but we got the job done. That's what you asked for. And like I said, we're moving on.
On the left, all the way in the back.
Archie, I don't know how much you know, but seasons are getting canceled or whatever all over the place. You sound like tomorrow's going to happen with Penn State. You kind of hoping, or do you know? And furthermore, what's it like to be you right now? And we have no idea if we're going to watch you play again this year.
Greg, I was told coming off of the floor, obviously, of the unfortunate circumstances with the NBA putting it on hold. I told our team that happened, and we'll brace ourselves for what happens next. I think it's obviously a very evolving situation, and it's rapid, but it puts it into reality of the seriousness of it. And when world experts start to recommend things, you obviously better listen. Obviously, you cross your fingers that the college basketball landscape can continue on, even if it means that there aren't fans, because you grind it out and you get to this point of the season. It's the most special time for our young guys. It's the most special time for, obviously, the fans. And to get here with this happening, obviously, is a little unfortunate. So I think we're all crossing our fingers, and we're hoping for the best, which is allowing us to continue to play. But like I said, when experts speak up, you better listen. And I think the NBA just probably put the sporting world on hold. And, we'll hope for the best that, clearly we're preparing to play tomorrow. And, hopefully that continues on. But probably a lot like you guys. I mean, it's uncharted territory, and it's serious. And we don't want to do anything to harm anybody. But got to listen to what they say, and, we'll go with it.
On the right-hand side, third row.
Archie, 2 questions related to tomorrow. One, not getting the fan support that you did tonight. I mean, what kind of, not disadvantage, but is it kind of neutralized then being here? Yeah,
I think one of the great things about being at Indiana is the fans. And whether we would be playing in Chicago or whether we'd be playing, I mean, obviously, you know, we come heavy when we come. And to be able to play in Indianapolis, you felt it tonight. I mean, we had unbelievable support in here, and each day that you'd be here, if you were fortunate enough to keep going, it would only grow. And the city of Indianapolis is by far and away the best place to host it, so you know it's going to be an unbelievable vibe for you know, our players, their families, and whatnot. We've scrimmaged in here. We've had some closed-door scrimmages in here the last few years. So, like I told those guys, we've already done it once, so we'll play the game with no one in here, and we'll let it rip. I think TV's still obviously going to cover it, so everyone's going to find a nice patio or bar or wherever you do, and you're going to cheer like crazy outside. But it is what it is. The other team's going to have the same circumstances with nobody in the arena. And, you know, I probably would say, yeah, we would love to have our people in here. Maybe they'll just let our people in here and not let their people in here. I don't know, but, yeah, it's unfortunate.
That you or other coaches would coach a little differently if everybody can hear what you're saying, whether it's cursing or barking out stuff to players? Like, how do you think that could be different?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, when there's 20,000 people in there and you're able to, able to scream and, you know, yell and do whatever you want to do, I will say it's going to be a lot easier, though, to get Trace's attention tomorrow. And that's probably an advantage for me, because I think he'll be able to hear me and he'll be able to look at me clearly and know that I'm talking to him. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll coach anything differently. I think you're going to coach your heart out as a coach. I think you're going to play your heart out as a player. But not having any fans will dim the noise a little bit, and, you know, maybe you got to cover your mouth with a playbook, a play card or something. I don't know, but, yeah.
Second row on the aisle.
Archie, just as far as the way tonight's game went, your thoughts on the way you guys closed the first half, opened the second half, and really just took control?
The close of the first half was the most important, because I thought the pressure of the game, obviously coming in, felt a little funny. You know, Nebraska being shorthanded, the talk around our team needing to do this and that. You know, you can get tight in a game like that. Nebraska started off loose, and they were playing fast, and we weren't ready for that early. But I thought our guys did a good job of kind of hanging in there, and then right when we were able to get a few stops finally, we capitalized. Devontae was a big part of the end of the first half. To start the second half, Rob was a big part of the second half. He got going and made some really good plays. But to be able to extend the lead at the end and then the beginning, I think showed that we were able to kind of put our foot down defensively and get some stops. They're a hard guard for us. And then we were able to play through a run in the second half, which was good. They made it a little tighter with about 8 to go. And then we were able to make a couple plays. I think that's the big thing this time of year for our team, who can step up and make free throws, who can step up and make a couple plays when you need a play, offensively or defensively. And tonight, what I was proud of was we have a lot of guys in the game doing good things, not just one.
Second row on the right.
Coach, when you updated the team about what had transpired during your game in terms of the health scare, what did you see on their faces? What was the reaction you got?
Yeah, I mean, it's like telling them, it's like telling a family, family member was sick or something happened to somebody. I mean, obviously our guys are pretty in tune with what's going on a little bit with the virus. But when you say, fellas, you know, you're going to hear this, but the NBA season's just been canceled. I mean, you see a bunch of young guys looking at you like, yeah, what we've been telling you, this thing's kind of serious. Go wash your hands. You know, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do right now. But hopefully some things can get, cleared up. We have the world's best, so, hopefully we can get this thing under control a little bit and get back to business, and hopefully the NBA obviously can get back into the arenas and start playing. But I think the big concern right now for us is the collegiate game. I think we're probably all sitting here teetering right now and worrying not only about the Big Ten tournament probably in the next 48 hours, but, what happens after Sunday, and so I think that's obviously it's probably a little bit nerve-wracking for a lot of people right now.
We'll take 2 more questions on the left-hand side on the far aisle.
Archie, since everybody's so concerned about this, is everybody healthy on your team? Just health-wise? No colds or flus or sicknesses or anything? I mean, people are concerned.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. I think that we're okay. In terms of that, obviously we got unbelievable medical staff here with us, and Tim, our trainer's on it right now. But all of our players, coming into the game and coming to the tournament all doing really well. And I think right now you're monitoring every situation with, the best you can. But I think we're okay there.
Last one in the back, far left.
I'm sorry this is the last one, Archie, but you had 3 players' names up there, and now they're gone. What happened?
I decided to basically just move those guys as fast as we possibly can to get cleaned up after the game and get to the hotel as fast as possible. I think once you start getting the news that we got after the game, I think, right now for our players, it's let's get showered up, let's get cleaned up, let's get out of here, and let's get back to the hotel where we can, keep our group kind of tight and, move forward with tomorrow. They're not going to have a whole lot of answers about what's going on anyway, so nothing strategic there or anything other than the fact that, hey, let's get these guys moving on their way, and I'll take care of the press conference.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank
you, media.
Yeah, see you.
Information about game statistics and quotes will be available on big10.org/MBBT. That's big10.org/MBBT.